What I
Yeah.
what I did was, Kritika this time, what I did was, I went on LinkedIn. I just typed her name and her basically organization name. So I got her. So we can send an email after we have got her
Yeah, either you
LinkedIn
send an
details.
email or
Yeah,
you just connect on a LinkedIn. Nowadays, like very frequently, candidates are accepting the invites. If she's so much active, then
yeah. Pooja Shah moving engage. You can type and you will get.
yeah.
Yeah.
So just more engage, and I'll just send a connection request and just go more and connect.
Or else we can use Signal Hire or Lucia to get her number or other details.
Yeah, we have again additional
Yeah,
extensions
yeah,
also.
yeah.
I use basically a sales QL. So yeah, that's there. So something called knowledge the power at yahoo.co.in. There are two email IDs in fact. Pooja at Moengage, knowledge the power, and Pooja Shah also something earlier it has come, but that has immediately disabled.
But yes, Pooja at Mo Engage is there. The main was that one we verified on verify email.org.
Yeah, Tech Girl Pooja bhi ho sakta hai, but otherwise, yeah, here it is. I'll just go and go to my contacts. So this is again not a email verifying email IDs and finding out email ID session, but yeah, we have slightly covered it, but again, we'll cover it in depth in future. May not be now, but otherwise, yeah, this is how we identify their email ID. So there are a number of ways in case if we have that much of time, if that one particular candidate is so important for us, then definitely we'll go whatever it takes. But otherwise, Octo HR and additional extension to verify. And as someone said, if you can click on photo and right click, search Google for that image, that's also amazing. And then again, Kritika or Namrata mentioned that we directly give a search, name search in a Google, LinkedIn and give a company name, we get that candidate and then directly connect with them. Hardly 2 or 3 days, they'll be able to accept it. While sending, you can definitely send a customized email. Now in LinkedIn also, this girl we have seen, she has kept it confidential. She's asking for email IDs. In case if we want to send her a request, then again, we went and used SalesQL and identified the email ID. So there are other tools also. So yeah, so here we have it. All right. So here also we have it. So here also. So as I mentioned, like at least 60 to 70%, worst case 60 to 70% of candidates have their email IDs. Maybe 20 to 30% we do not have it, but still there are hundreds of ways that we can identify. Octo HR itself will reveal. Let's say out of 100 candidates, 70 candidates we got email ID, 30 we did not get it. Octo HR will give additional 15, 20 from those particular 30, of which directly we were not able to see. So leftover remaining 10 to 15, maybe if we have that much of time, we can do all those activities. Just go and search them on a LinkedIn, use SalesQL, which gives us 100 personal email IDs finding per month, a limitation of it. Otherwise, paid version is also pretty much cheap. It's hardly 2,100 per month, which gives a inventories of around 10,000 per 9,000 per month. So additionally, we can use that also. So that's pretty much about it. And now moving on to indirect search. So I'll just take a pause on direct search. That's it. We know how to search for repositories, how to search for a particular, from this particular user, the number of repositories, or how to search the company repositories, how to search for startup based out of India or startup based out of any of the countries, so that we get the profile from that particular countries only. We have covered that also, basically a repositories of those particular startups, and then see the team members. We have covered that also pretty much in detail. Then we have also covered how to give that particular date ranges, candidate creating a profile within this particular 2 different dates, that from yesterday we were fighting. Finally, today we were able to break that particular code. And yeah, pretty much in detail, we have covered in depth GitHub direct search. Indirect, I would not take much time, but I'll just take a pause here. Any follow-up questions? Are we good?
Yes, chef, all good.
Kritika? Thanks, Kritika,
Yeah,
for
sure.
us for
Thanks.
particular batch.
Hello.
You're welcome.
Chef, do you have any limit on Octo HR?
Try finding it out. Most of the times I fill my roles from the free version only, which is available. But I don't think there is a
got it.
limit,
Okay.
because again, on every profile we're going and viewing it. So not sure if there is a limit. But otherwise, see, now whatever we did manually to find their email IDs also now, as Octo HR is programmed to do that job. So whatever the steps we have taken to manually find out the email ID, let's say if this candidate email ID is not here, then we just go to repositories. After going to repositories, we just go the latest repository updated 2 days ago. Anyways, it's sorted with the date only. After going to the latest repositories, we click on the commit. After click on the commit, we click on this particular number. And then here we come and add .patch patch. And then we get their email IDs like this. Okay. So this is something we have taken a manual steps of doing it. What Octo HR is doing, Octo HR is programmed for it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's only the difference. But the best part, I would say, always be dependent on a manual part. The reason, because now this API.github used to work earlier, now which has gone now. It's not giving us now. Okay, it's asking me to refer to this particular document. Let me refer it and come back in our later session. Sometime if I find out something, I'll be able to share it. But otherwise, yeah, as we know, social media and this kind of a publicly available site. And after GitHub getting acquired by Microsoft, they're doing a lot of changes. Not really sure. Octo HR also will work for how long? Okay, so it's keep changing. So that's the reason it's always a great practice to know the manual ways of doing it, instead of depending on robots or extensions. And that will help us, means that will basically get us hands-on in actual sourcing. Okay, so that's about the direct. Now, if I want to do indirect search, as I mentioned, Octohand, Octo HR also showed me the list of candidates who are available for interviews. Let's say now I'll go Java, let's say Boston. Here we get the list of candidates working in Java from Boston, and we have the repositories and everything. Now, if you see, based on that activity in GitHub, if they are available for job, here also it's giving this orange box, available for hire, available for hire, available for hire, available for hire. And if you click on contact, so I have to choose mail server. Indirectly, their email ID would come. Come on. What's happening? Okay, so here we got his email ID. So let me just close it. Let's say if I go another profile, GitHub, here he did not mention contact detail, but he do have his uh, GitHub profile. Then again, I just do contact. So here I have his email ID. So yeah, with the contact details and all. So again, this is programmed to do X-ray searches and additionally find contact details and additionally know if they're open for jobs. Again, they are programmed to do that, but whatever we did is a manual way of doing it. So yeah, I'll just take a pause. Indirect search. Let's say now GitHub do not have a URL pattern of it to search for the profiles. So it's directly there is no, like for LinkedIn, we have in.linkedin.com /in, linkedin.com/in and all. But for the GitHub, we do not have anything like that. It's just github.com / a user ID. Okay. So when I say site github.com, okay, might not be necessary. I would get only profiles. I might get something else also. So let's say site github.com Bangalore. Let's say Bangalore. Okay, so yeah, now we started getting some of the results, individual candidates also. So let's say this part. So this keeps coming and going. Earlier GitHub had blocked. That time it was not coming. Couple of weeks back when we checked in our previous session, but now again we started getting it. Okay, so I would need candidate YAR in past 1 year. So I would need candidate who has minimum 500 and maximum 5,000. Okay, so 100 and 1135 contributions, 862 contribution, 884 contributions, 980 contributions, 2,300 plus contributions, 700 contributions, 1,000 plus contributions, 600 plus, 600 plus, 1,000 plus in past 1 year. So yeah, when the person have more than 500 contributions in past 1 year, definitely that particular hands-on thing is going on. Let's say now here I wanted to give year of experience. So in direct searches, we have seen it was really difficult to identify how to go for the year of experience. Now we came to indirect search. Okay, so we searched with a particular number of repositories and then 2018. So I wanted someone joined in 2018. I would go 2018, just give it a search, or someone between 2015 to 2018. So definitely that would give me a list of profiles. Let's say 20015. So 2015 dot 2018. So I still have these profiles. Okay, 2015, 2018, 20, at least between someone who joined between 2015 to 2018, 2015 to 2018. So let's say I want someone who is between 2015 to 2018, but I don't want someone who is after 2018. So in that case, what we do? Any idea, guess, thought process?
Sorry, Shiv, could you repeat the question?
I want someone who has joined between 2015 to 2018.
Joined on?
Who has joined between 2015 to 2018, but did not join beyond 2018 or before 2015.
Maybe we can use joined on colon the year that we are looking for.
Let's see. Okay, let's say two profiles, 2015. We'll use two ways. One, what you mentioned.
Mhm.
Okay, join GitHub on August. Okay, let's say on this is what it is. So let's say on. This could be pretty much ambiguous, open-ended. So I'll just go with star. So 2015 dot 2018. Okay, we get only 3 results. Let's see in case if it is true or false. But 3 result is something not acceptable. It should be much more. See, this person has joined somewhere 2010. So yeah, this is not working. This person has joined 2012. This person has joined 2015. False positive, false positive. So let's remove this. 2015 dot 2018 minus 2008 dot 2014. Let's see first use case. So it should include someone after 2015. Okay, but it should exclude anyone before 2015 because we have given minus 2008 dot 2014. So whatever the profiles has any activity between 2008 to 2014 should be excluded. So yes.
Shiv, we can do 2021 as well, right? So the one who has joined in 2021 may have less experience and we are not looking for those kind of people.
Problem is the person who has joined 2018, their activity is still captured today.
Yeah.
Okay, so excluding 2021, I don't think there's a possibility. Someone who joined 2015 to 2018, that range we can give, but someone who joined between 2015 to 2018 and not appearing in 2019, 2020, 2021, that's the possibility is not there. Because by default, this is not the editable part. This is basically based on the number of days what I'm staying in our GitHub. Based on that, this part is showing. So someone who started in 2018, someone who started At least from 2015 to 2018 it's giving, but yeah, previous dates it's what we say excluded. Now let's say when the previous dates are getting excluded, current date cannot be excluded. Let's say if I just give to exclude current date minus 2019 dot dot 2021. Okay, now we still have some of the profiles. Let's see now. Let me close this. So for some good reason, it's coming. For some bad reason, earlier it wasn't coming. So GitHub is like that. It keeps making and breaking, but we have to keep trying. Okay, see, though we have excluded that 2020, 2019 to 2021, but still that is coming. So that's not the ideal way of excluding. So let's see. Contribution activity 167. Is there any other way to exclude that? No, I can include in X-ray searches someone who has not joined before 2015, but I can't exclude the in X-ray search who has joined after 2015 and who has not joined in 2021. So in X-ray search, it is not possible, but wherein when we do a direct search, giving that particular date range might help us. This particular date range, this is giving us most accurate results. And also that will give us a visibility to all the profiles available on GitHub. Yeah, that's it about the indirect search and identifying their email IDs and everything. So at least I'll exclude these part. People who joined between 2050, at least people who joined before 2014, we can exclude. People with their contact details, gmail.com. So yeah, here we have directly who has mentioned the contact details. All the results of candidates who mentioned the contact details. So yeah, in future session, we'll also cover how to give us searches and then how to scrape this particular data in an Excel in direct and indirect searches. So yeah, that's it for today. I'll just take a pause now. Any questions, confusion, doubts? So here directly we do not see the email IDs, but let's see after going to the profile. Yeah, after going to the profile, it's there. It's there. It's used to be there. I know this candidate very well. I did reached out to him when I was at Amazon. It used to be there, but now has remote. As I mentioned, sometimes Google do remember previous pages and then give the results from there. Let's say Control C. Wait. Wayback Machine. Not sure if on individual profile this would work. Yeah, this worked on individual profile also. So person has done some changes.
What is this all about?
It's a Wayback Machine. It captures a web page history, web page data. Whenever the person has done the changes to his web page, it would show what all the changes has happened in that particular web page.
Okay.
So on individual profile, Not sure if it would work, but if you're targeting some of the websites, and if you see that company has made some of the changes to their website, then you can actually use this Wayback Machine.
How we can utilize in the recruitment?
Like the one earlier I shown, this candidate earlier, there was a contact details on this candidate profile, but now it's not showing. So Google has remembered that gmail.com from the earlier pages, but when we actually went to the profile page, that email ID has gone. So
Okay.
in case if the email ID was there, then that page will come with the email ID. So it's not working on the individual profile. It would definitely work on, let's say. Okay, if you just see these changes, frequent changes, the activity frequent changes. Let's see.
Okay. Interesting.
So how frequently the web page is changing and all everything. So summary. Earlier it used to give us screenshots also. I think see here, new URLs and all everything. How many times this website has been changed, how frequently things has been added. You see the activity of it. In the
Basically, history about
yes,
website, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So right from the beginning, tick, 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 full of history, what all the changes kept on happening. Then I come to snapshot. So yeah, this is how the page was. But now it might be a different, but it's from the web archive. So Wayback Machine is basically, it keeps a track of all the websites.
Okay.
So that's Wayback Machine. So similarly, we can use for the individual candidates also. Sometimes it gives, sometimes it won't. Let me just try once more. Browse history. Okay, 25th. So let's say here snapshot. Let's wait. It's coming now.
Hmm.
So if you say here, it's asking me to log in. This is not actually my account. This is Wayback Machine account. 9 captures
Mhm.
from 2013 to 25th September 2020.
Hmm.
Okay, so this is the past page. This is how it was. It's still loading. Let it load. And then this is the current page.
So it's loading before 2020 only, history only, not
No, we
post
have taken that
2020.
particular date now. So this is for
Yeah, that's one.
September. Now let's say before that date.
So whatever, whichever date we'll pick,
Yes, see
it will
here.
start.
Here is the email ID. This is the old page. So September 2020, before that, earlier
The
till
same guy,
September
right?
2020, same guy, till September 2020,
Yeah.
he had his email ID and all available on this thing. But on September 2020, he disabled his email ID. Maybe recruiters like me started reaching out to him, and then he disabled. And then we went to the
Profile photo,
yes,
DP also, right?
and then we see here.
We do it for LinkedIn profiles.
Depends. We'll have to try. Anyway, LinkedIn profile email ID is not openly available, right? But yeah,
No, I was just curious to try on your profile, but I was not able to do that.
just check. So this was
Interesting. This is very
2050
interesting.
change. This was
I'll explore this.
joined on 4th Feb 2011. This was that changed of 2016. This is 20. So let's say this change. So 9 captures. It also shows the number of captures. And yeah, that's how it is. All right. So as I mentioned, this candidate has an email ID. So Wayback Machine has helped out with the previous web archives. All right. So as I mentioned, like that's where Google do remember the history and some of the results, though Google gives us, maybe it looks like a false, but actually that's true because that page with the email ID was existing in the past and Google remembers the history, and that's the reason those pages are coming. All right. So
Yes.
good for now.
Yes, yes. This is a great one. I really liked it.
Will the user get to know that we have viewed his profile in GitHub?
Unless GitHub is giving us an option. If I go to my profile, I don't have an option of who viewed my profile. In Facebook, do we have an option of who viewed my profile? No, I don't. So definitely we don't have an option unless a person is using some Chrome extensions of who viewed my profile. And also the other person is also using that particular who viewed his or her profile. Then only they'll be able to view. It's basically a website performance, like the LinkedIn is giving an option of viewing profile views, 5 profile views for free LinkedIn version and unlimited profile views for this thing, what we say LinkedIn Recruiter, but wherein earlier there was a tool called Profile Views, but now it's not working. But wherein GitHub do not have that thing, what we say Profile Views option. Venex job in link match. No, that's gone. Earlier it used to work quite some year back. Yeah, this was the one. View LinkedIn profile views. Like Facebook profile picture, additional Chrome extensions. So let me just go here. Anyways, I have a LinkedIn Recruiter. For people who might not have a LinkedIn Recruiter, for them, this might be useful. But just see, it's not working now. Earlier, it used to work.
Now, if someone has a premium account also, that you can see who has viewed.
Premium account only they can view. I'm saying free version of a LinkedIn. Earlier on free version of LinkedIn also, it used to work. It's not working, it's gone. And yeah, candidate would not know that we have viewed their profile unless we are reaching out to them and telling that. And I do reach out. I scrape a data in Excel and I do reach out that I got your profile from GitHub and impressed with your number of contributions you have done in the past 1 year. So I'm really excited to consider your candidature. Let me know if we can talk further. If they say yes, then we'll start the discussion. So that's about the indirect search, which is pretty much easy. Sometimes it keeps breaking, however, but yeah, just keep trying. We know all the various ways of trying. In case if we get stuck, let's post in a group and then we can solve it. All right, pretty much lengthy sessions from last 2 days, but yeah, I believe we have to go in that pace only. I can't really take it just in the interest of time to finish it off. Okay, so I'll just take a pause. Any further doubts, question? Otherwise, we'll call out for a day and let's meet next weekend with some other topics.
Shiv, where can we see this session again? Like, we can see that, right?
What?
Can we just again like see this session like on your channel or something?
Yeah. Means you can see in YouTube only. Just go to YouTube.
Okay.
So here you have a batch 6 which is going on.
Mhm.
Let's see. So this was from the earlier sessions before
Mhm.
it was last year basically. So there are quite number of changes from last year to this year. But otherwise, batch 6, session 4. I think I'll share a link again in the group.
Okay.
I'll just share this link. So I'm yet to upload last week's one session and yesterday's and today's session. After uploading, I'll keep you updated and share the link in the group, and then you can go back and view those.
Sure.
Chalo then, thank you. Have a great day. Good night. Let's meet next weekend, Saturday and Sunday again.
Thank you, Shiv.
And
Thanks, Shiv.
Thank you, Shiv.
Thank you, Shiv.
starting.
Bye. Good night.
Wait a second. For your information, we will be starting our 7th batch from next Saturday. So feel free to invite your friends whoever wanted to join. I'll share a link in the group.
Sure. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Shiv. Thank
Yeah,
you so
bye-bye.
much.
Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.